Hello everyone, my name is Antonio Horta, and first of all, I would like to say that it's a great pleasure to be here again to present the results of my recent research. In this case, it's a research that complements the one presented here last year. Now, I will start the presentation of this research that we are developing on the cyber defense at the Military Engineering Institute, IME, in Portuguese, Instituto Militar de Engenharia, Rio de Janeiro, Brasil. More specifically, regarding adaptive Q-chain expanding high-level cyber threat hunting to multi-platform environments, named here as Polymer. This research is being developed by me, Antonio Horta, today as a doctoral candidate at IME, and my advisors, Dr. Anderson dos Santos and Dr. Marcos dos Santos. This presentation is organized into 10 topics, starting with contextualization, up to conclusion and future work. It is worth remembering that this is an ongoing research with a potential contribution to society in the optimization of cybersecurity process, more specifically in the threat hunting. So, we start with introduction, concepts, high-level cyber threat hunting, threat modeling, attack matrices, Q-chains, the polymer Q-chain, probability criterion, original versus polymer binary table, where the results of the previous research on high-level cyber threat hunting with use of the traditional Q-chains will be shown compared to the use of the polymer Q-chain that is proposed here in this paper. And then hypothesis simulation, and lastly, conclusion and future work. To introduce this presentation, I bring this panel from ENISA report, which shows the top 15 threats in 2020. As you can see, in addition to present the threats, the report also shows a trend indicator for each one. This image serves to illustrate the diversity of threats to which we are exposed, and the most important thing for this study is to understand that the focus of this research are the threats classified as Advanced Persistent Threats, APT. According to Chen's work, in 2014, the threats are characterized as Advanced Persistent Threats, APT, as it is a cyber attack executed by opponents with a well-designed and sufficient resource to obtain specific information about various types of institutions, usually in a long-term campaign involving different phases. Within cybersecurity activities, there is Cyber Threat Intelligence, CTI, which consists of 6 phases: direction, collection, processing, analysis, dissemination, and feedback. Moreover, CTI uses standards, which will be cited below, that serve as a reference for modeling and analyzing cyber threats. Similar to our previous work, this study also considers the cyber threat hunting, CTH, as a branch of the CTI, with a more investigative approach, and carried out in 5 stages according to the scope of the CTH action. They are data collection, hypothesis formulation, screening, investigating, and information. In a nutshell, the process of high-level cyber threat hunting explained in our previous work consists of using machine learning and multi-criteria decision-making methods, MCDA, to evaluate tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTPs, using binary tables found in each attack chain. The main contribution of Polymer to high-level cyber threat hunting is that the original method uses only the attack enterprise matrix as input. On the other hand, Polymer uses the same process, however, with the consolidation of the mobile and industrial control systems ICS matrices. Due to the fact the use of Polymer allows a high-level cyber threat hunting for multi-platforms such as smartphones, IoTs, and others. In addition to the enterprise world with Windows, Linux, and go on. Now, I will talk briefly about the main models and standards used in this research. The first is the MITRE ATT&CK, which is a framework that describes tactics, techniques, and procedures found in threats. It is the main data source for executing the high-level cyber threat hunting. Secondly, there is the Q-chain, a term came from the military area and represents the phase of an attack until reaching its objectives. The MITRE framework has a direct relationship with the representation of attacks through Q-chains. As a sample, the 14 categories of tactics with the attack enterprise were divided from the 7 stages of the cyber attack lifecycle first introduced by Lockheed Martin in 2015 as Cyber Q-chain, CQC. After Unified Q-chain was released, if I remember, in 2017, in order to try to unify different Q-chains in one. Moreover, this research used the KDD-SEC process described in our previous work, which is a knowledge discovery databases, KDD, for security purposes. In this case, the technique used to consolidate all the information from the attack matrix to be used in the Polymer experiment. As the attack framework is constantly evolving, it has undergone several changes and formats. Despite the recent consolidations after version 8, the MITRE framework was organized in 3 matrices: Enterprise, Mobile, and Industrial Control Systems, ICS. About Q-chains, there is an issue observed in the state of the art of the research term, where a universal Q-chain was not found, which is capable to representing all the threats phase and procedures in logical order for heterogeneous and multi-platform environments. This issue was the mainspring for the development of Polymer. With the evolution and diversity of the cyber environments, current Q-chains need to guarantee the modeling of attacks in the sequence in which they occur in any situation. Therefore, the studied Q-chains do not adapt to the new possibilities that they do not know about. This is explained by the fact that there is no formal chaining sequence defined by the attack framework. Although most of the tactics present in 3 attack matrices have direct correspondence with the Q-chain phase mentioned above. Considering the current version of the attack, in which the different tactics of the 3 matrices adds up to 18, which 4 of them are not present in CQC and UKC explicitly. These 4 tactics are part of the mobile and ICS matrices and are not present in the Q-chains referenced in the research. Inhibit response function, impair process control, network effects, and remote service effects. The Polymer is an adaptive Q-chain proposed in this research to be used in the modeling of any type of chain of attacks that occurred in specified or mixed environments based on the 3 matrices of attack. As you can see in the table, the etymology of the word polymer comes from Greek, where polymeros means having many parts, from polo, many, and meros, part. As for being presented as adaptive Q-chain, it means that the elements that compose it, in this case, the phase to be arranged, duplicated, or suppressed according to each situation. According to the original method, the high-level cyber threat hunting process consists in to evaluate 5 criteria extracted from each threat suspected of being an APT and submitting them to the MCGA TOP-SYS method to verify the priority of list of threats to be investigated by the incident response team. The criterion C1, risk of being an APT, and C4, probability, are defined using a binary table based on the attack matrices. It is possible to note that the cross-validation tests with the Polymer binary table obtained better results than the original method that used classical kill chains. Now, let's do a theoretical simulation for the use of Polymer. We are suspicious of 3 threats: Strider, Punchtrack, and the I-Spy. The criterion C1 and C4 were obtained by machine learning, and the other criteria C2, C3, and C5 will be found using Polymer. Now, let's find the criteria for the Strider first. C2, count of distinct polymer kill chains phase used. CC, GE, AC, count 3 in total, so C2 equals 3. Now, C3, the higher position reached in polymer kill chain. Look at the bottom bar where CC equals 10, GE equals 7, and CA equals 8. As you can see, CC is the highest phase value, so C3 equals 10. And C5, count of distinct techniques used. We have T10901, T1564005, and T1556002. Total of distinct techniques is 3. So C5 equals 3. And so it goes on for the Punchtrack and I-Spy threats. Now all the criteria for the 3 threats have been submitted to the MCGA TOP-SYS method, and we have arrived at the list of the priorities. The table shows that in the case of our simulation, regardless of the strategy used, hypothesis B, Punchtrack, is the first threat that must be addressed by the incident response team. Now that Polymer's concepts have been explained, I'm going to demonstrate through a short video the Polymer in action. Enjoy! Lastly, conclusion and future work. The first one is Polymer maintained the fundamentals for classification of threats in both strategies, arriving at the same machine learning algorithms for use in relation to reference experiments, however, with a small advantage in the observed accuracy that can be seen in Table 4. Secondly, in addition to the best efficiency at accuracy, as the polymer is a consolidation of three matrices of attack. This feature allows its application in cyber environments with different devices and platforms. This is justified because the kill chains based on the attack enterprise cover just 12 platforms and the polymer 33. Development of the library or module for automation of KDDSec, CTI with Polymer, tests and POC, and production. This is under development. Here are the references, and finally our contacts. Thank you very much.